my question was very simple, whether the posting of false information or misleading news, content that harms not only the subjects of the questionable post, should not be tolerated. It's answerable by yes or no. Should this not be tolerated? Shared and posted on Facebook and Instagram. That's
So-
my question.
Yeah, so what I would say is, we absolutely...
Do you?
Yeah, sir, if I may.
Sapat ka ng sapat
very
eh.
much believe that we have a
Nagkakagulo eh, nagigess nyo? Nagkakagulo kasi parang ang gusto sabihin nito ni Congressman Acop saka ni Congressman Abante.
Do we have more misinformation here and violation of community standards?
Alright, what's up mga kayon? Welcome back! Siyempre, dito lang sa John Malone TV para sa programa natin na issue ng bayan nating pag-usapan. Today is April 9, araw ng Wednesday, Baclaran Day today dito sa Pilipinas. Kaya naman magandang umaga, hapon o gabi sa inyong lahat. Mega love shoutout sa lahat ng viewers natin sa ibang bansa. Maraming salamat po sa pagtutok, pagtangkilik sa atin. Pati na rin yung mga viewers natin, yung mga laging nanonood naman dyan sa Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, sa Pilipinas. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Medyo nasa-shadow ban na naman tayo. Pero okay lang. Yung mga last few videos natin mabababa. Pero okay lang, hayaan mo na. Putya, ganun talaga buhay. Hindi laging sinigang ang ulam. Siguro sinasabi ni Lord, magtuyo ka naman. Okay lang. Hindi, nagpaparinig lang ako kay YouTube. Isang like and share naman dyan sa mga videos natin. Maraming salamat po at sana paki-double check na nakasubscribe na kayo. Kung hindi naman, paki-subscribe na lang. Road to 500. 500 subscribers na tayo. Pero nasa 300 pa lang. Kayo naman, no? Pangarap lang yan. Pero baka sakali, di ba? Maraming salamat sa inyo lahat. Mega love shoutout. Yung mga viewers natin na laging nagko-comment sa akin, yung mga sumusuporta, yung mga nagpapadala nga pala, nagbibigay ng kulay doon sa comment section natin. Galing ng Japan, di ba? Galing Australia. Maraming salamat po. Malaking bagay po yan. At meron tayong pangkape sa pang-araw-araw, di ba? At pang-ulam na rin. Okay? Thank you. Mga members natin, Milagros dyan. Ma'am Milagros, thank you po sa pagpasok nyo sa Joe Malone TV natin. Siyempre sila Franklin Poro, Glorna Tubera, Florina Dacumos, Queen O, Rose Enriquez, Mary Jane Tabuada, Dina Mahos Sangco, Ma'am Lorna, Danny Ubaldo, Manix Sangco, pati na rin si JU Production. Maraming salamat po. Meron po tayong joint membership dyan. Kung gusto nyo po magpa-member, pwede po. Isang like and share para sa videos natin. Maraming salamat po. Yung mga videos natin na pinapanood nyo, pag nasa kalagitnaan na kayo bago kayo matapos, saka kayo mag-like. Huwag doon sa umpisa. Kasi hindi counted yun. Hindi bilang yun. Maraming salamat, ha? Shoutout sa inyo lahat. Paki-subscribe na lang ang Joe Malone TV. Tapos meron din tayo dyang podcast. Yung Anything Under the Sun na pinag-uusapan natin, When Tito Talks, paki-subscribe na lang, habulin natin yan. Wala pa atang 100 subscribers yan. Tapos pagkahilig mo yung mga food vlog, yung mga pagkain, kung mahilig ka sa pagkain, paki-subscribe na lang din ito, Tito Jom, Tito ng ina mo. Ayan, lumalabas yan sa gilid. Hanapin nyo na lang, i-search nyo na lang, paki-subscribe, tulungan nyo na lang po ako. Maraming salamat po. Pisahan na natin ito dahil mahaba-haba ito. Yung TRICOM kahapon, April 8, inabot ng 7 hours. So, syempre, halos imposible naman natapusin mo yung 7 hours. Kaya medyo inumit ko na yung iba. Mahaba pa to. May ilang part to. Pag-usapan natin. Kasi, meron akong mga nakitang opinion ko lang to, ha? Pucha, baka mamaya patawag din ako. Itong ginagawa natin, disclaimer lang. Pucha, ang hirap i-disclaim yung ano, no? I-disclaim, yung biriin mo yung freedom of speech, i-disclaimer mo pa. Di ba? Sobrang safety na nun, no? Di mo, you have the right to, to speak with your own freedom of speech. Tapos biglang, magdi-disclaimer ka pa, di ba? Kahapon, yung TRICOM inabot ng 7 hours. Kasi 7 hours yung video eh. Grabe, yung dinownload ko. Ipapakita natin sa inyo. Pinili ko lang yung mga magaganda. Pero may mga baka magkaroon pa tayo ng part 2, part 3. Pero gusto ko kasi pag-usapan natin eh. Gusto ko pag-usapan natin in layman's term. Bilang ako, bilang vlogger, bilang content creator na din, na mayroong mga iba't ibang channel na ginagawa natin. Wala pa nga yung channel ko dyan kay Isko Moreno eh. Di ba? Meron tayong Facebook, Joe Malone TV. Meron din tayong Instagram, Joe Malone TV. Meron din tayong TikTok, Joe Malone TV. Isa lang ginagamit ko dyan. Iba-iba yung ina-upload ko. Kasi pagka content creator ka, halimbawa, etong long form ng video na ginagawa natin sa YouTube, hindi ko to ina-upload sa Facebook. Okay, iba yung ina-upload ko sa Facebook. Ibang-iba. Kasi sa pagtanto ko, hindi ko alam, pwede naman siguro, pero para sa akin, pipili ka lang talaga ng isa na dominant mong social media platform. Pero syempre, pwede mo naman upload sa sa ibang social media platform. Hindi ko sinasabing hindi, okay? Para sa akin lang, parang naimbestigahan ko lang, parang analyzation ko lang, parang na-discover ko lang. Tapos based din sa mga ibang nakikita ko. Pipili ka lang ng isa na kung saan magdo-dominant yung content mo doon sa mga social media platform. Kasi minsan nakikita ko sila, Wamos, trending sila sa Facebook. Pero sa YouTube, may views din sila, pero hindi ganun kadami, unlike no nasa Facebook. Di ba? So parang hindi mo sila mapagsasabay ng parehas na malalakas na. At unless siguro si Mr. Beast ka, di ba? Sobrang lakas kahit sa ang platform. Sa akin naman, ito, pag in-upload ko sa YouTube, may views naman tayo kasi nandiyan kayo, nanonood kayo. Pero, pag in-upload ko sa Facebook, itong long form ng video natin, halos hindi ako maka-1,000 na views. Di ba? So, naisip ko lang. Kasi parang ang priority kasi ni Facebook, parang si TikTok eh. Parang mas gusto nila ata yung, parang mas gusto nila ata yung mga maiikli, yung mga reels, yung mga mabilis. Kasi ang tao, ganyan eh. Scan, hop, nod. Scan, node. Scan, node. So parang ganun eh. Unlike sa YouTube, talagang pinapanood kalahati o from cover to cover, from start to finish. So ganun yung realization ko. Kaya iniiba ko yung upload ko. Iba yung upload ko sa YouTube, iba yung upload. Kaya iba rin yung viewers ko. Iba rin yung viewers ko sa YouTube, iba rin yung viewers ko sa Facebook, sa TikTok, iba-iba rin. Kaya sa TikTok, more on Isko Moreno. Yan yung mga maiikli. Tapos ina-upload ko lang din yung in-upload ko sa TikTok. Ina-upload ko na rin sa Facebook. So most likely, sila yung dalawa yung mas parehas. Pero yung YouTube saka yung Facebook, magkaiba. Umpisahan na natin. Pag-usapan natin itong pinag-uusapan nila ako, pati ni Abante, together with the Meta, yung representative na Meta, panoorin natin, hindi ata nila talaga maintindihan. Natatawa na nga lang yung mga taga-Meta na parang nagtataka na natatawa. Diba? Nabubungis-ngis. Yan, hindi pa natatawa. Nabubungis-ngis. Siguro dahil sa mga tanong, hindi ko alam kasi parang ako kasi naiintindihan ko kasi social media content creator naman ako. Diba? Kumbaga, hindi lang ako political vlogger, social media content creator, vlogger na din. Kaya naiintindihan ko yung mga rules, terms and condition ng bawat social media platform. Kasi binasa ko yan. Alam mo kasi ang problema sa Pilipino, lalo na pagka ayaw nila, hindi binabasa yung manual. Di ba? Every time na magkakaroon tayo ng product, nag-unboxing tayo, hindi natin binabasa yung manual. Inu-omit natin yan. Direkta rin tayo kagad sa gadget, sa binili natin, let's say, sa rep, sa toaster, sa mga oven toaster, sa microwave, hindi natin binabasa yung manual. So, as is na kagad tayo. Yan ang di ba, sa Pinoy. Di ba? Totoo naman, guilty tayo dyan. Di ba? Guilty. Ako din, ganyan. Pero ako, pagka kailangan kong basahin, binabasa ko. Gaya ng rules, terms and condition ng Facebook. Yan, yung Meta. Na yung kung ano yung mga violation, yan, binabasa ko yan. Kasi gusto ko, dahil maapektuhan yung social media platform na hawak ko. Di ba? So sila, syempre, busy naman itong mga congressmen na to. Siguro, hindi talaga nila nababasa. Kaya yung tanong nila sa Meta, natatawa na lang siguro yung Meta. Siguro, na parang, ba't di nila ito mga alam? Ba't di nila alam? Di ba nila binasa? Siyempre, hindi naman siguro talaga mababasa na itong mga congressmen kasi talagang hindi naman, yung iba dyan, hindi naman talaga Facebook, lalo na yung mga may edad na. I'm sorry. Hindi, totoo, di ba? Kasi, si Abante nga, inamin niya na ignorante siya doon sa Facebook. May ganun. Hindi gaya ng mga kabataan ngayon na talagang, hindi, ganito yan. Saan mo makikita yung ganito? Hindi, dito yan. So, alam na alam nila kasi babad na babad sila, di ba? Babad na babad sila sa internet. So, ito yung mga usapan sa TRICOM kung saan, na natatawa, na nabubungis-ngis yung mga taga-Meta doon sa mga tanong na ito mga congressmen. Eh kasi yung mga congressmen, hindi nila alam. Kaya sila nagtatanong, di ba? Hindi sila nagtatanong. Siguro na ano lang tong mga taga-Meta kasi ang tagal-tagal na ng Facebook sa Pilipinas. Bakit hindi nito mga alam? Eh syempre, hindi naman talaga nila malalaman. Lalo-lalo na yung mga iba na hindi naman mahilig mag-Facebook. Panoorin natin.
May I ask, Meta, are you aware of the number of Filipinos who use Facebook and Instagram?
Dami yan.
Are you aware of the number?
Mr. Chairman, if I may. Congressman, I assume you're referring to here in the Philippines or globally?
Philippines.
Yes, I think the last numbers that we've reported were over 90 million.
Grabe, 90
Over
million.
90 million.
Okay. And would you
User.
agree that you have a responsibility to these users to keep the space you provide them free and open? You have that responsibility, would you agree?
Sorry, do we have the responsibility to keep our platforms free and open,
Yes.
sir? I think we have the responsibility to do the best we can to balance the rights of Filipino people to free expression, but also the rights of people to have a safe space on our platforms. I believe that's what you're getting at.
Yes. And because of such, the posting of false information and misleading news, the content that harms not only the subjects of the questionable post, but also the public trust in state institutions should not be tolerated. Would you agree with that also?
Mr. Chairman, if I may.
Well, the answer is yes or no.
Yan na naman.
Congressman,
Gustong-gusto nila yung answerable by yes or no, no?
Would you agree with that?
Pero we vote no. Alam naman natin na merong mga tanong na hindi lang siya answerable by yes or no. Merong explanation talaga.
Congressman, when I want to answer this question carefully.
May I know why you are going to answer it carefully?
Sir, yes, absolutely, sir. I want to say that when we come to topics like misinformation, there are different interpretations of that. And this is why we rely on third-party fact checkers to be the authoritative sources of what is true or false and to make those determinations. So that we, as a neutral platform and one that is committed to providing, again, the best we can do to balance freedom of expression and safety, are not the ones making the determination about what is true and false. So I believe that we have the proper system in place where we rely on third-party fact checkers that are internationally certified to be the authoritative sources on what constitutes misinformation. And from that point, we have the responsibility to act on the findings that those third-party fact checkers provide to us. And if they provide us the finding that that's false, then we do have the responsibility, and it is in our community standards, to make sure we've reduced that distribution of the content and properly labeled it, so anyone seeing that content knows that they are viewing something that is false and that they can access the authoritative source of information so that they can understand what the real situation is. And I think that that's the way that we do our best to make that proper balance of providing freedom of expression, but also safety for the people of Philippines and indeed our global community. And again, I just want to emphasize, even then we will go as far as to removing misinformation if it's clearly false and can lead to physical violence or violates elections law. Right? In those cases, we will remove it. And I think that that's the best that's the best system we've had over many years of dealing with these issues around the world, to kind of balancing to the best that we can those dueling objectives of freedom of expression and safety.
Thank you, Doctor. But my question was very simple: whether the posting of false information or misleading news content that harms not only the subjects of the questionable post should not be tolerated. it's answerable by yes or no.
Ah.
Should this not be tolerated by platforms? Yes or no?
Mr. Chairman, if I may.
Galing,
Congressman,
answerable yes or no.
Again, I want to just emphasize the point that
Di
people
maintindihan eh.
disagree. We're in a world right now
Hindi
when
maintindihan.
people disagree on what's true and
So,
what's not
are you
true.
trying to tell this committee that you do not agree with that?
I'm trying to explain to the committee, Mr. Congressman, that the approach we have is based on remaining a neutral platform that tries our best in very difficult circumstances,
Nakakahiya.
in very robust democracies like the Philippines, where there are very charged political debates going on. We do our best to balance freedom of expression on the one hand and safety on the other, and that our view on the best way to do that is to rely on third parties to make the determination when it comes to true or false or somewhere in between. And we think that that's the best way forward. And Mr. Congressman, actually, I would say, I don't think you necessarily want us to be the ones that determine what's true and false. I don't think you would want us to undertake that kind of that kind of power, basically. I think that, this is, in a democratic system, this is kind of the best balance we can possibly strike when it comes to how to moderate these types of issues on our platforms in the type of context that we have in the lead up to an election, for example. And I would just note again that we take our content moderation very seriously. We take our fact-checking program very seriously. We have 11 different channels between the government and our platforms to address any type of misinformation or other harmful content. We undertake network disruptions if we see that there's a coordinated abusive pattern when it comes to misinformation or disinformation or any type of foreign interference. And as a result of that, and I would just, again, in the last election cycle, we were given an award by Comelec for this work. And so I just have to continue to lean on that posture and on that approach as the best way that we can support the community that we have here in the Philippines.
Thank you. But as we have discussed earlier, that there are systems and controls in place to remove posts that violate community guidelines. So we can both agree that some posts do not belong on the platform.
Yes,
Would
we
that
can
be correct
absolutely
also?
agree. We can absolutely agree on that, yes.
You can agree with that
But
already.
there are some posts that don't belong to the platform? Yes, absolutely.
And as the platform itself, you would take action to remove this post.
Ano bang post yun?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Di ba?
And
If
therefore,
Ang ano kasi, sa akin kasi ang dating parang gustong sisihin yung Meta eh. Di ba kasi ganito yan? Ano ba, di ba, sinasabi, kung ano ba yung post? Di ba? Ano ba, in the first place, ano ba yung post? Bakit kailangan i-take down? Bakit kailangan burahin? Ano ba yung post? Ano ba yung, tungkol saan ba yung post? Di ba? Kasi ang nangyayari kasi, the way I understand it, parang, ang gusto atang palabasin na pagka merong post na against sa gobyerno, i-delete ka agad ni Meta. Over 90 millions yung users. Saka, yan responsibilidad na yan ng gumagamit, ng user. Responsibilidad na yan ng user. Kasi ang problema kasi sa atin, parehas naman sila may point. Ang problema kasi sa atin, yung bawat isa kasi, hindi disiplinado. Kaya kung ano-ano na lang yung pinopost. Siguro yun yung gustong ni Akop na kung buburahin ba yung mga negative post. Siguro kung negative sa gobyerno, sa election, dapat burahin ni Meta. Ang sinasabi naman kasi ni Meta na meron namang freedom ang bawat isa. So bakit parang nagtataka kasi yung taga Meta kung ano pa yung sinasabi ito, ba't kailangan burahin? 'Di ba? Siguro ngayon lang nila na-experience yung ganyang klaseng tanong, saka ngayon lang siguro sa bansa lang ata natin yung ganyan, 'di ba? Dapat kasi in the first place pa lang, na-disiplina na kaagad yung user, 'di ba? Kumbaga responsibilidad ng user 'yun . hindi rin ako against din ako sa fake news. Dahil ako naman, hindi naman ako nagpo-post ng fake news. Dahil unang-una, yung pinopost ko naman, base doon sa reaction ko, doon sa particular na videos na pinapanooran natin. Reaction ko lang. Lagi ko nga sinasabi, pwedeng mali ako, pwedeng tama ako. 'Di ba? Kung mali ako, pasensya. Yun ang pagkakaintindi ko. Kaya nga tayo nagba-vlog dito, kaya nga natin pinag-uusapan para mas maintindihan natin. Bumoboses tayo doon sa alam natin na tama. At iintindihin natin, syempre, kung alam naman natin na meron din tayong pagkakamali o merong mali doon sa interpretasyon natin. Di ba? Hindi naman bobo itong mga user, itong mga nanonood ko. Alam nila yan. Alam nila kung sino yung mga vlogger na dekalidad ang content, na dadala ng dada para lang sa views. Di ba? Tuloy natin.
Our community standards, we would remove them.
Yes, thank you. And therefore, it's fair to say that the platform has a duty to prevent the spread of such posts because they can cause harm. Would that also be correct?
May explanation yan
Mr.
eh.
Congressman, we have a duty to act on content that violates our community standards, and in some cases, specifically if it violates local law.
No, Doctor, my point is that you have a duty to prevent the spread of such posts because they can cause harm. That's the gist of my question.
Extra
We
naman
have
yan, yes or no?
to remove posts that we're aware of that violate our community standards. Yes.
Thank you, Doctor. Now, could I say that you recognize that Meta bears some responsibility for what is shared and posted on Facebook or Instagram?
Mr. Chairman, if I may. Sir, every individual user bears the ultimate responsibility for what he or she posts on our platforms. I think that it's important to underline that.
That's a given.
That's a given. Okay.
Now,
Right.
what
So
I'm asking is whether Meta bears some responsibility for what is shared and posted on Facebook and Instagram. That's
So-
my question.
Yeah, so what I would say is we absolutely.
Do you?
Yeah, sir, if I may.
Sapat ka ng sapat
very
eh.
much believe that we have a responsibility to provide a safe platform for our users around the world, including in Philippines.
That's your obligation. But my question is, would you bear some responsibility for what is shared and posted in your platforms?
Diba? Parang gusto pag sabihin ni Congressman Acop na responsibilidad ng Meta kung ano man yung ipopost ng 90 million user. Siyempre, si Meta naman, they have terms and conditions, they have kung violated naman yung popost mo, ita-take down nila. Pero for over 90 millions na user, hindi ba dapat ang concern natin, bawat isa ay responsibilidad niya kung ano yung ipopost niya. Yun dapat, di ba? Nang sa ganon, maiwasan natin yung mga pagpapakalat ng fake news. Ang tanong kasi, ang dami kasi niyan, di ba? O hirap nga kayo eh, di ba? Hirap nga kayo sa dami. Bili mo over 90 millions na user, kasama na dyan bata, matanda, may ipin o wala, balugtot man o kuba, nandiyan na lahat yan, di ba? Bag vlogger man o nakikipost lang, o content creator man, o matanda, nanay, tatay lang, lola lang na gusto mag-post. Kasama yan sa 90 millions na user ng Meta.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Very simple question.
Oh, simple question. Antindi, no? Gusto mag-intimidate din ni Congressman Acop eh.
I just want to be really clear about this again. Okay? Our responsibility
Yan.
is to
Balance.
Our responsibility is to make sure that we are doing the best we can to balance between
Daming tingin. Di ba?
voice and safety. Okay. And
Zenyas
the
pa.
ultimate responsibility, the ultimate
Chairman.
responsibility for the people,
Chairman.
for the content posted is the
Ayaw
people that
patapusin, no?
Doctor is evading the answer to my question.
Site in contempt yan.
Any Tom, Dick, and Harry will say that it's answerable by yes or no.
Mr. Congressman, the ultimate responsibility lies with the user who posts the
agree.
content.
Yan.
What I'm asking is if Meta bears some responsibility. I'm not asking whether you are the primordial entity to be responsible. No, I'm not asking that. My question is whether you bear some responsibility.
Mr. Congressman, if I may,
Hindi na maintindihan
I believe
talaga eh.
I've answered the question that I think the user bears the responsibility for what they post on our platform. Now, we have a set of community standards that we do our best to uphold because we want everyone to have a positive experience on our platforms and a safe experience on our platforms. And that's what our community standards are for. That's what our fact-checking programs are for. That's why we take these hearings very seriously. That's why we have the 11 different relationships with the government agencies in the Philippines so that harmful content can be reported to us. And I think that's how we do our best, like I said, to ensure that people have a voice and the freedom of expression while also a safe experience. But as I said, I think the ultimate responsibility for content lies with the user that's posted it.
Mr. Chair, the questions I would be asking would depend on the answer of Dr. Frankel insofar as whether Meta bears some responsibility, and therefore, since he has said that he cannot answer me directly,
Ah,
I will not ask the other questions. But may I make a manifestation, Mr. Chair? It seems from our discussion that social media platforms are making some effort to curb the spread of fake news in this country. However, I disagree with the impression that acting merely as host of user-generated content exempts these platforms from any liability for the harmful content they allow to be exhibited. As part of our legislative duties, I think it may be time to revisit the current legal framework regarding these social media platforms, if only to incentivize them to further crack down on these types of illegal posts. Now, may I go to another issue, Mr. Chair? Yes, Mr. Chair. Regarding monetization. Doctor, can you confirm whether Facebook or Instagram allows content creators in the Philippines to earn revenue directly through the platform? Yes or no?
Congressman, I believe the answer is yes, but I want to make sure to check on that. I believe we have content creators that can monetize on our platform in the Philippines, yes.
Thank you. And would this mean that Facebook directly pays users upon fulfillment of certain requirements and upon reaching specific targets?
yan, pati yung mga monetization,
correct also?
pinakailaman na.
I'm not familiar exactly with the modality of payment, but again, I believe, yes, we do provide content creators with the ability to monetize here.
Thank you.
Tanggalin nyo na lang yan. Bago tayo pumunta kay, kay Congressman Abante, medyo mainit din eh. Medyo mainit din. Siguro nagpipigil-pigil lang din siguro yung isa't isa, di ba? Siyempre, hindi kinakapa nila itong Meta eh, no? Baka mamaya maghigpit si Meta o worse, tanggalin si Meta sa Pilipinas. May ganun, di ba? May ibang bansa, pa-comment nga dyan sa baba, lalo-lalo na yung mga viewers natin abroad, kung meron bang Facebook sa inyo. Kasi ang pagkakaalam ko, merong mga countries na hindi na prohibited ang ang Facebook o ang Meta. 'Di ba? Ipa-comment nga dyan sa baba kung sino-sino 'yan. Hindi ko alam eh, sorry ah. Kung sino yung kunyari sa bansa nyo, anong bansa 'yan, pako-comment diyan kung wala kayong Facebook. Punta natin, pakinggan natin ito si Congressman Abante naman.
I begin to realize, and I don't understand what Meta actually is. All right? I have to admit I'm ignorant of what you're trying to do. But I would think, Mr. Chair, that Meta is a self-regulatory agency because you have community standards. Content and accounts that violate our community standards, including harmful misinformation, and you remove it. And you're not telling us that you have, in a way, a responsibility to do it. You have, because you are a self-regulatory agency.
Gusto kasi nilang ipakita na responsibilidad ng Meta yung mga user ng social media platform na yun. Totoo naman. Totoo naman yun. Totoo naman. Talagang responsibilidad din ni Meta yung mga user nila. Pero di ba, responsibilidad din mismo ng user kung ano yung ipopost nila, kung fake news yan o hindi. Di ba? Mas responsibilidad ng user yon. Although may responsibilidad ng Meta. Given na yon, syempre, ang sinasabi naman nito ni Meta na they have to balance, meron silang mga terms and condition kung mababiolate man yung post na yon. Kasi ano ba ang category, ano bang violation sa posting? 'Di ba? Ano ba tawag doon? Ano ba yung kategorya kung saan yung post na yon masasabi natin na na-violate yung terms and condition ng isang social media platform yon, 'di ba? Paano kung freedom of speech lang niya yun na gusto niya sabihin by his or her opinion, pinost niya. Fake news ba yon o hindi? 'Di ba? Nagkakagulo nagigets nyo? Nagkakagulo kasi parang ang gusto sabihin nito ni Congressman Acop sa ni Congressman Abante na responsibilidad ni Meta kung ano yung ipopost ng isang user na magkakapagbigay ng harm sa bansa o sa Filipino people, 'di ba? Ang sinasabi naman ni Meta na meron silang terms and conditions din na gusto nilang i-balance din, na meron silang gusto nila patas din. Ang tanong kasi, ano ba nga ba yung post na 'yon? Yung bang post na 'yon talagang fake news, paninirang puri o freedom of speech lang ng isang tao, ng isang user na 'yon? Doon sila nagkakagulo, 'di ba?
Your company, of Facebook. Now, Mr. Chair, I'd like to ask if Meta could be able to provide us a data of whatever your community standards are, because we don't even know. We'd like you to give us a data of what you mean by harmful, this misinformation. I'm not going to ask this question anymore because I know you're going to answer us with a lengthy statement, but just give us a data. What do you mean? Guidelines.
Yung guidelines na yan, nasa Facebook din yan. Mababasahin nyo na lang. Nandiyan dyan yan, nagkalat lang yan sa Facebook, pwede nyo i-search. Di ba? Ang hinihinging data ni Congressman Abante, yung kung ano yung terms and condition. I think sasabihin dito ng taga-Meta na yung terms and condition is readily available online. Nandiyan dyan lang din yun, nasa Facebook lang.
What do you mean by community standards?
Yan.
What do you mean by harmful misinformations? Just give us the guidelines for that. Can you do that, Mr. Chair?
Mr. Chairman, if I may. Congressman, our community standards are publicly published and
Yun.
available.
Mr. Chair, I'm asking that you give us the data. Not
Nandiyan dyan na
being on public. We would like to ask you to give us the data.
Anyway,
Give us the guidelines for your community standards.
there are many requests as per interpellation from the different congressmen. So we will incorporate all these requests, requesting data.
Thank you.
Including your
Guidelines.
request regarding the community's standard guidelines. There was a request also from Arlene Brosas. So we will incorporate this on our official communication, and hopefully you'll also to give us a feedback.
Just one thing, Mr. Chair. Comparing the Philippines to different countries, do we have more misinformation here and violation of community standards? Do we have more of that than any country in the world?
Meron,
Do
no?
we have more?
Mr. Chairman, if I may. Congressman, I think that I would have to go back and look at the statistics, but we publish our transparency report on community standards enforcement every 6 months. And our fact checks, again, are also very transparent. That information is publicly available, as is our community standards. All the information that you've just requested is publicly available information. So, Rob,
Thank
if
you.
want to add
Thank you.
anything?
You're asking, with your indulgence, Mr. Chairman, you're asking obviously Congressman Abante a very important set of questions. The first thing I would say is just to reiterate, our community standards are readily available online.
Yan.
Number two, they're iterative. So in our consultations with your government and many others, they're revised with a lot of regularity. A lot of what we do is self-regulation, to be fair. But here in the Philippines, sir, if I may, we not only consulted with, we agreed to lots of legislation that has placed on us turnaround time burdens when it comes to certain types of harmful content, data disclosure burdens, not burdens, but obligations that we've agreed to. We're beating turnaround times. We are largely compliant with data requests. I would hope, and I wouldn't dare speak for the law enforcement community here, but I would hope that they would agree that we are amongst, if not the most forward-leaning when it comes to protecting our Filipino community of users. And I absolutely think I understand that we're in the middle of an election cycle. Things are heated here at the moment, but that does not distract me or my team from our constant everyday work in battling off-platform harm for our users. And not everything we do is self-regulating. We do a lot to follow local law. And reasonable people like myself in your good office we're going to have disagreements along the way. I think the point is to keep these dialogues open. So with that, I do want to genuinely thank Congress for allowing us to be here today. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, I would just emphasize, Mr. Chairman, we heard a lot of questions today, and very good questions, very fair questions. I hope that the answers we provided in the presentation were educational, informational, and I hope that we demonstrated, as Rob just pointed out, the very strong collaboration we've had with many different parts of the government, different administrations, Congress, on developing regulation and laws, implementing them, living up to our legal obligations here in Philippines, and again, being a platform that is a positive social net good for Philippines because it helps people build their businesses. It helps the economy grow. It helps people connect to their loved ones for free.
Yes.
It helps people learn about the world and gain new skills. And of course, with the election coming, we're absolutely determined to protect the integrity of the election on our platforms. And I hope that we can have more of these conversations. Congressman, we're very happy to sit down and collaborate on additional regulation if you feel it's necessary. There's a number of different examples of how we've worked with Congress over the years. Most recently, for example, on the Internet Transactions Act. There's also the digital VAT. I mean, these are just two very recent examples of collaborations we've had on law and regulation here in the Philippines with Congress and with the administration.
Election kasi.
I'm absolutely happy to
Diba?
continue that. And I do hope, as Rob said, that our responsiveness to the government and Filipino communities' concerns has come out clearly today. And we remain very determined to be a great partner to the people, businesses, and the government of Philippines in the future. And thank you so much for the opportunity, Mr. Chairman, to present this today and to speak to the committee and the people of the Philippines.
All right. Yan ang mahaba to eh. Mahaba pa. Baka malamang lalagyan natin ng part 2, part 3. Pero ito lang gusto nating sabihin, no? Sa part ko, opinion ko lang. Responsibilidad ng Meta yung mga user, syempre. Pero syempre, sa dami ng gumagamit ng user, it is impossible na mabigyan nila ng action agad-agaran. Di ba? Responsibilidad mismo ng user, tayo, mga user ng Facebook, kung ano yung ipopost natin. At sa tingin ko naman, kung ano yung ipopost natin at nakita ng iba na nagba-violate sa community standards, i-report nyo. Di ba? Merong nga report dyan. Tapos bahala na si fact checker, ito yung third party na kinuha ni Meta na mag-check kung na-violate mo nga yung community standards. Di ba? Sabi ko nga sa inyo noong nakaraan, yung Facebook ko, inaayos ko kasi nga, di ba, na may restriction. Na-restrict yung ano ko, yung Facebook, yung official Facebook page ko, na-restrict dahil doon sa pinost ko na video na nagda-drugs. Di ba? Yung naggaganon, may pinost ako ng ganon, ni-remove ni Facebook yun. O, kumikilos naman si Facebook. Kumikilos naman si Meta, rather. Kumikilos naman. Pero syempre, hindi lang ganon siguro agad-agaran. Kasi nga, depende rin niya sa magre-report. Kung walang complainant siguro, hindi siguro makikita na, uy, may binayolate to. Ganun lang kasimple yun. Kasi ang hirap kasi ginagawang komplikado di ba? Ginagawang komplikado minsan ng Pinoy. Gaya ng sinasabi nito ng Meta na naiintindihan niya na may eleksyon na darating. At alam naman natin, siguro sinasabi nito Meta, bakit ngayon lang? Di ba? Tagal-tagal na ng Facebook sa Pilipinas Hindi naman ngayon lang meron nag-fake news. Dati naman na siguro may nagpe-fake news. O baka iniisip nila, porkit mag-e-eleksyon, kaya kayo ganyan. Di ba? Ayaw din natin mahaluan ng ganun, mahaluan ng ganung klase ng issue dahil naisipin, baka mamaya itong mga taga-ibang bansa pa makaisip na kaya na naman nagkakaganyan yan kasi eleksyon. Di ba? Ayaw naman natin ng ganun. Kasi syempre, tayo lang din na mapapahiya. Buong Pilipinas din. Pilipino ang mismo mapapahiya. Ganun pala sa pagka mag-e-eleksyon, talagang nag-iinit lahat tapos summer pa. Di ba mga kayon? Ano sa tingin niyo yung inaasal ng itong patutunguhan nito? Ito, maniniwala ako. Kung talagang sa susunod, sa 28th Congress, meron pa rin ganito. Maniniwala na ako na talagang meron silang intention na i-regulate talaga lahat. Di ba? Pero masyadong malawak. Baka it takes time, malayo pa yan. Masyadong malawak itong gusto nilang gawin. Mga kayon, maraming salamat. Abangan nyo yung part 2, part 3 natin para dito sa discussion natin ng TRICOM. Maraming salamat. Joe Malone TV, issue ng bayan nating pag-usapan. God bless po.